Welcome back. It is Heat 4 of event number 1. It is Randy today, and Bill, a lot of heavy hitters in this one. This is going to be a lot of fun.
You got to love a heat where you have just numbers of games athletes and past games athletes all coming back to really throw it on the field like this. I mean, what are we going to say first of all? Julie Fouché, come on. I mean, this is her last year. We get to see her start off this event here. We're looking for some really big things from her. And let's go down the list. You got Stacy Tovar, you have Elizabeth Akinwale, and you have those bubble athletes like Grace Drescher. And it's going to be a big show. I'm excited.
Well, we got some front runners, some people trying to make a comeback. It's going to be a big battle this weekend, not just here in Heat 1 for those 5 spots to go to Carson, California.
We do have a lot of athletes that really they want to make their stay. And let's go to Stacy Tovar real quick. Stacy Tovar missed going to the games last year. She's a 5-time games athlete. She really wants to get back. She's had an amazing offseason going through a lot of competition, just competing everywhere she could, and really preparing herself. I mean, you talk about a consummate athlete. She told me earlier when we were talking to her this morning, she's like, I'm ready to put on some fireworks. So I expect to see some big things from her.
Don't pass up Grace Drescher. She's in there, too. She wants to get there.
Yeah, she does. She missed it last year by 1 point out of the North Central region. She hasn't had her shot at the games. This girl needs to get in there again. Has been competing a lot in the offseason and really trying to get herself ready to shine.
And it's just going to be a grind it out who can suffer in a little over 2 minutes.
It's only 75 snatches. It's no big deal. So 55 pounds here for the ladies. And, again, this is a hero workout that many of us have done at home. Maybe not in the same time frame as a lot of these athletes, but Randy is named for Randy Simmons, who died at 51 years old. He was a 27-year LAPD veteran on the SWAT team, first one killed in the line of duty.
Melissa Doss still holds the time to beat here this afternoon so far at 2:52.1. As you take a look at the lane assignments there, and there are the big names. Tovar in 5, Holcomb in 4, Fouché in 6, Drescher 7, Akinwale in 9. There's Wells in lane 10. And this is going to be a whole lot of fun. We had a very tight race for second in the earlier heat. I imagine that's what we're going to see as Julie Fouché passes by, and there is Stacy Tovar. And Tovar really ready to get back. We all remember last year, very emotional end to day number 2. Got it together, made a little charge in day number 3, a little too late, but a nice charge in the veteran wanting to get back. And there's Fouché. Now, her final year, she's really got to bear down. Missed a year before last year's game. Has to go full-time, finish up that medical school. And they are underway, and Fouché, the first to get to the bar. Brooke Wells on the far right got there fairly quickly. But Fouché and Tovar right there in the middle. Fouché in the all-black and Tovar in the white shorts. That's her stable, the white shorts and the orange top. Akinwale over here in the purple top and the tights on the right side of your screen.
And as we've said all through all the other particular heats, it's not about this first 25. You have to have a good, solid pace, and I say solid rather than a strong pace because we've seen athletes upon athletes go out super hard and absolutely implode by the time they get to the end of the 50 and into that last 25. They need to be smart.
Nukia was the first to go to her second set, but here is Tovar. Stacy Tovar missed the games a year ago, trying to get back. She's a 5-time game veteran. There's Fouché on her right, and we all know about Julie Fouché.
Stacy Tovar, if you watch closely at her hand, she's actually letting go of the bar or releasing that grip at the top on every rep, and what that's doing, that's saving the time under tension on her forearms. This is a forearm workout, and every single athlete that we talk to says that it blasts her forearms, so she's doing what she can to try to keep those forearms active as long as possible, especially getting into that last set of 25.
There's Akinwale on your right now. She is even with Nukia. Mickey Nukia on her left, and the light blue top was actually the first one to get off, and now in lane 10, Brooke Wells rolls it up to her final 25. Wells in the white shorts and the pink top was driven across.
And Wells is one of the strongest athletes. We're going to see a great showdown between her and Akinwale later when we get into the 1-rep max snatch. But let's go with a lightweight snatch and have these two battle it out. Wells she's moving so well. She's just not stopping at all. Very, very powerful, young, but powerful athlete.
All but one on that final set of 25. And waiting for the hands to go up. Just over 2 minutes into Randy. So now you'll start to see a lot of athletes fly up. Down to one by Brooke Wells. Wells puts it down, and it's going to be Brooke Wells out of CrossFit Fringe in Columbia, Missouri. Comes across at 2:21.
That was impressive.
Woo! Boy, she smoked that. And here comes Ukio across, and she is in as well. 2:34. Here comes Tovar. And we've got our second event record as Brooke Wells and Lane 10 surpassed the 2:26.7 by Ladarius. Boy, and how about Brooke Wells throwing down the gauntlet?
Oh, that was impressive. That was so impressive, so strong, and she did not even slow down in between each of those sets of 25. Real impressive.
But there's one athlete left as Drescher will cross over there in lane 1 as Jessica Scholes out of CrossFit Rise. And she is now off of the barbell, and she will race across to the finish mat. But Brooke Wells, the event record, 19 years old. We've had a 17 and a 19-year-old in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, man, again, we're going to be seeing lots and lots and lots of her in the next couple years. That was awesome.
Started CrossFit. Brooke Wells did just to supplement the track and field training. She says she loves barbells, and we see why.
Yeah, she does okay with the with the barbells. And I wasn't necessarily expecting to see something that special from her in that particular event. I wanted to see the 1-rep max snatch, which is coming up later. But that was impressive. She did a great job.
Well, 2 event records already here today, and Brooke Wells, the 19-year-old out of CrossFit Fringe in Columbia, Missouri, stands just 5'6", 158 pounds. And there's Stacey Tovar down on lane 5. Everyone trying to grab their breath here in an exciting heat, and there is Brooke Wells on your right.
Look at the way she moves. First of all, wide base, which is going to shorten up that range of motion. Very strong. She is keeping that bar up nice and tight, so she has a nice turnover of her arms, and even a little press out at the top to help keep that bar path straight up and down. Just was real mechanical and impressive all the way through each of those sets of 25. Really didn't slow down. I didn't see a whole lot of fatigue happen at all.
Well, let's go down to the competition floor. Here is Jennifer Duncan.
We have Brooke Wells with us down here, and she was mechanical going through those snatches. She said she broke them up one time. Now, you are one of the youngest competitors we have on the floor. Does that affect you mentally?
I think being a rookie and never being here before definitely affects me, but I wouldn't consider age a factor in it at all.
What did you do differently out on the floor during Randy than everyone else that made you come across the finish line first?
I think I knew how to break up my reps to where instead of going unbroken and trying to hold on and then resulting in slower reps, I did 50 and then 25, so my last reps would be way faster.
And your grip is still standing right now?
Not really. It really hurts, yeah.
All right, go rest your forearms and get ready for Tommy V. We appreciate it. Again, this is Brooke Wells, who crossed the finish line first for us here in Event 1.
Bill, how about that rookie Brooke Wells? Because, hey, we're just going to stick you next to Elizabeth Akinwale, a 4-times game vet.
You want to compare resumes? Let's compare resumes. How about it?
There we go. Brooke Wells, 2:21, an event record, not just the leader today, but an event record at 2:21, and she beat it by about 5 seconds today. Nukio in second at 2:29. Tovar, Akinwale, and Fouché. Some familiar names, but it's the rookie Brooke Wells who leads it through event number 1. Stick around here in Minneapolis, because coming up we will have event number 2 of the men and the women. It'll be Tommy V coming your way. For Bill Grundler and Jennifer Duncan, I'm Jeff Brightwell here from the Central Regional in Minneapolis.